Howdy! Let's do that again. Every time, man. Every goddamn time. Let's tweak the music down just a touch. There we go. How are we doing out there, you lovely, lovely people? You are back with Big Cheese. Oh, thank you, Mike. Thank you. Yes. Thank you for picking it up already, Bunny. I appreciate that a lot. You're good. Thank you very much, darling. Yes. What was I saying? Hi, howdy, howdy, howdy. We are back with another Sunday Slice with Big Cheesy, and we have all sorts of lovely stuff to go through today. This is what I'm here for. Yeah, because I never remember to let you guys hear the sound of my voice for some goddamn reason. Welcome to the 4 people out there watching the stream right now. It's lovely to see so many of you right off the bat. If you are enjoying the little Sunday slices we do, please chuck a bit of cheddar on that like button. Helps it pop off, helps it perform, helps get it out there, and hopefully helps get it to more people who might need a little bit of a space, a little bit of a place to get some stuff off their chest. Hopefully this is what it's meant before. And I don't think we've ever really had it as that. We've had it for now and again, mostly for me getting stuff off my chest, but yes, we are here to chat away until the cows come home, I guess. Although, to be fair, right now it is so hot that no cows are coming home. It's just sides of barbecue. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3, mic check, mic check. You that person who comes on before me. The test that all the equipment is working. You're like my roadie at this point. But yes, welcome everyone to the stream. It's lovely. It's hot as hell. I'm boiling my knackers off. Hey, Goo, how you doing, buddy? It's lovely to see you, my friend. Yes, it's Sunday. So what do you do on Sunday? We sit around and we shoot the shit, we chat away until the cows come home. What's been going on this week? What's been going on this week? Things have been going on this week. Okay, so this week, technically, I was here before you showed, so I must be. Actually, that's a good point. Yeah, that's a very good point. This week, it's been a very weird week for me. Like, okay, so I've been on a bit of a little bit, kind of not a burnout this week, but like I've been kind of getting, I'm on the edge, I think, a little bit. I'm freaking knackered, mostly not like from YouTube or whatever. Just kind of trying to juggle work and everything and trying to keep on daily posting and stuff like that, right? Waiting for the barbecue to finish. Dude, tell me about it, right? I could go for some barbecue right now. I could go for some barbecue. But yes, so this week, I felt knackered this week, and I don't know really what it is. Personally, I think it's the heat combined with everything else. I get home and I'm on here and I'm sweating my ass off. As you can see, my head is shinier than normal, and that's saying something. But we are here to chat away about everything else. So this week is the first week since I started this a year ago where I have intentionally not posted for a couple of days. I have something important to say. What do you have to say, Bunny? That you are late for school by any chance? I'll be honest, I feel weird not having seen that in a while. Come to the middle of the field we're in and you can have a burger. Dude, are you actually at a barbecue? I'm actually jealous. I'm late for school. Of course you are. Of course you are. Say hi to the buns for me. Go to school. Go to school. Oh my God, go to school. But dude, yeah, I'm a little bit jealous of the barbecue, man. Like, to be fair, it's beautiful out here today. Like, it's wonderful. It's gorgeously hot. You know, you wouldn't even need coal. You could just chuck them on the grill and the weather will cook them. It's wonderful. You can't have chili dogs when it's like this though, because you know there's no way of making it chili. So that's terrible. I'm sorry. That's a bad joke. I'm sorry. But yes, this week I've intentionally. Hi, Uncle Cheesy. Hey, Lilith and I, how you doing, darlings? I hope you guys have a great day at school. We're having a Sunday barbecue because we've been working non-stop for 4 days. Dude, like, that is a good reward for it. Okie doke, I'm off. I'll be back. No worries. Have a great little walk to, walk? Yeah, walk to school. Yes. Yes, sorry. What I was saying. This week, I mean, that's a long ass week though, dude. But yeah, I mean, if you get a barbecue at the end of it, that's not bad. Hey, Mew, how you doing, my bro? How's it going, buddy? How's your week been? It's lovely to see you, my friend. Yes, so this week, it's been the first week, as I was saying, since I started this, where I intentionally didn't post for a couple of days, right? And it was on purpose. So I posted a reaction video to Elden Ring, okay? And I've started doing this like little rating system of 1 out of 5 cheesy balls for what I'm kind of feeling from the trailer, from what I've seen basically. And Elden Ring for me scored 1 cheesy ball out of 5, and that's not a good thing. That's like the lowest end of the scale. Mostly because the trailer just it didn't do it for me, right? There's been a lot of people who have disliked that video. There's been a lot of people who have disliked that video. Like, it's got more dislikes, I think, than any, like, by a mile than any of my other videos. I think it's got more dislikes than most of my other dislikes put together. It's been pretty badly, well, I say badly received, but like it's what I kind of wanted and what I kind of expected. Like, it's split down the middle, right? It had 111 views, which I'm quite impressed with, to be fair with you. But split down the middle between likes and dislikes, which I'm quite happy about. And I've had a few people in the comments and stuff really going hell for leather on defending Elden Ring. Like, some people have been saying, obviously, like, you know, it's this, it's that. Like, apparently that I biased the argument basically and made it work for what I wanted it to work for. We aim to be done by either 12 or 1 o'clock today and be back at it again like 7 or 8-ish tomorrow. Dude, that's not much of a break, man. That's not much of a break at all. Even with burgers, that is not much of a break. Busy as ever, work trying to find time to record, catch up with cousin, and lots of other. Dude, I think about, like, I was thinking about it today. And a couple of friends, like, being able to do stuff, and I was watching Don't Take the Piss, right? I was watching Grey's Anatomy today, and because I actually adore this show, and they were kind of saying on it about you know, things being in your life and you having to prioritize and not having the time, and, you know, being able to go for a cycle and watch TV for a while is really nice. And, like, you know, and I sat there thinking, like, do you know what, if I wasn't doing the channel, wasn't streaming, all this kind of thing, I could probably find time to go down the gym more, or go for a swim, or go for this, that, and the other. Welcome to agriculture, dude. Like, that still doesn't make it fun. I mean, I appreciate the welcome, and, like, you know, if I ever got into it, at least I know what I'd be looking at. But damn, man, how many of you are at the barbecue? Better be amazing burgers. I know, right? For like that long on, yeah, they better be bloody amazing burgers. Lefty kiddos. Ah, I need cute. I have pick send. Yeah, go for it. Send me the pic. Oh, there's a spider again next to me. Hiya, dude. How you doing? I'm going to come up with a name for you, because you keep coming out at night for my streams, don't you? Maybe you could be like a channel mascot. I don't know. Anyway, sorry. Yes, what I was saying. So yeah, this vid, it's been, and I'm really happy about it, right? I'm really happy that it's had the amount of dislikes that it has, because there are a few people who've really actually commented and, like, really given me feedback for it, which I don't normally get on my videos. Like, there's a lot that goes into my videos normally. There's a lot of comments, there's a lot of chat, there's a lot of waffle that comes out of my mouth. And it doesn't often get picked up on. Like, normally people make a comment about whatever they want to make a comment about, and that's all I kind of see. But with this, with the amount of dislikes there's been for it, there's been a lot of people who've really kind of got involved in trying to correct me, I guess. Like, there's one guy who really, really hated my opinion on it. Like, and felt that me saying this is my opinion on the game, apparently that was my way of trying to hide behind it. And I know, like, there's plenty of YouTubers and stuff like that, there's plenty of reaction videos and stuff where people have used that as justification. But when I'm saying it, I'm just saying it because it's just an opinion. But I'm not saying it like, you know, when someone says, with all due respect to you, right? It doesn't give them a license to be able to say whatever the hell they want, right? Just because I'm saying, in my opinion, does not mean I can say whatever the hell I want and no one can tell me off for it. Like, of course they can. That's part of the fun. It's a discussion. It's whatever it happens to be. And there's been some people who've really got involved in the comments who are big fans. I have another tonight. I want a burger now. May have to travel somewhere in the vents to go find one and have another one tonight. I'm still leaving. Yeah, I figured, Bunny. I was just about to say, how are you still here? Little Buns, you need to grab Mommy's arm and get her out the door, because otherwise she's not going to go. And you guys are going to be late for school. And Little Bunny told me that someone was very excited to show her teachers that she could write her name. So you need to get Mommy out the door. But yeah, so there's been these people who so there's one guy especially who they are late. I know they're late. They're always late. Yeah, Musa, but Bunny is always late for school. I know. I feel like Bunny should have a different schedule by 3 minutes. Okay, that's not as bad as normal. But you're not at school yet, are you? So you're already late by 3 minutes. You're screwed. You're absolutely screwed, right? Oh God. Okay. Yeah. So there's this one guy who really didn't like a lot of what I said. Apparently, like I was using a few bits and pieces to support my argument or something, or prop up my argument. I think is what he said. Like, that I biased the trailer and everything to sound like what I wanted it to sound like. I'll get there in 15 minutes. So they're going to be 18 minutes late then. Right? Right? That is if you leave now, Bunny. Let's go get them to school. Oh, God. But yes, so we've had this chat. I had a chat with another guy as well. And like between me, him, and another guy who joined into this like a chat the three of us ended up having. We kind of worked out that it's not so much Elden Ring's fault. Like I expected a lot out of Elden Ring. Okay, when the trailer dropped, I was incredibly disappointed, and that is what I based my opinion on. That's what I based the scoring on, and I stand by that scoring. Okay, giving it 1 out of 5 is not something I'm going to change now that I've kind of realized or had an epiphany or whatever. I still stand by my opinion of it. Okay, yes, it's had a lot of hype. But part of that is their own making. There's not been an incredible amount of leaked footage or anything like that for Elden Ring, right? When you have a studio who is designing it, who brought you Dark Souls and Sekiro, and I can't remember what the other one they said was, but and you have a writer like Martin who brought us Game of Thrones, an amazing work of literature. Like the bar is gonna be set high, right? I'm going now for reals. Cue distraction. That will take 5 minutes. I just get something sparkly out and she'll be fascinated by it for another 5 minutes. Go to school. But yes, so my disappointment, what I based it on, right, was I sat there, I watched the trailer, right? And before I watched the trailer, I was incredibly excited for this game. I really was. I had high hopes for it. I've never played Dark Souls or any of the other games that the developer, I can't remember what the developer's name is. This is how much I haven't really paid attention to them. I've only kind of paid attention to what I've seen on Elden Ring specifically, right? But I do know that what the developer has made in the past, right? So it has a great pedigree. It has a great writer behind it. So when it came to watching the trailer and I got to the end of it and I was like, huh, okay, this is okay. This is what it is. But like, I didn't get to the trailer feeling the same way as I did when I started it. Okay. And I mean, that might be crazy. Maybe I am. Maybe I'm expecting too much. But when you get to the end of a trailer, you should not feel less inclined to buy the game. And that is the only benchmark that I've really used consistently across all of the reaction videos that I'm doing. Okay, a trailer should big you up. It should. Damn, this burger is nice, dude. You are rubbing it in now. That's not fair. You shouldn't get to the end of the trailer, and at the very least, right. If you're still as excited as you were before the trailer, then the trailer has done nothing. Okay, it's mediocre at best. I mean, it's still, like, in my opinion, that's worth one still, right? But if a trailer seriously makes you feel less than that, right? Less than how good you felt before you watched it, it has bottled it. It has fucked it. It's not even worth making it. So I've had a lot of stick. I've had a lot of feedback from it. All right? I've had a lot of feedback, and it's probably going to carry on. But that is the reason why I didn't post anything for a couple of days. I wanted that video particularly to get as much, at this point, hatred, I guess is the best word for it, as it could. And I'm very bacon, cheese, fresh beef, man. Dude, that's not fair, bro. That is not on, man. You are making this not... That's not fair. That's not fair, dude. I'm hungry as hell now. God damn you, dude. That's not on. Yeah, ketchup, man. You gotta have ketchup on that. Yeah, you gotta have ketchup on that. Yeah, I wanted to make sure that it got as much attention as it could, right? So I didn't want to keep blanketing, carpet bombing the hell out of my channel. And then, you know, the views will then shift on something else and whatever. Oh, cool. Sorry. I've just joined a new gaming app called Plink. Which is mostly for connecting with new people. And hopefully getting, like, new partners to play games and stuff with. And I connected my YouTube to it, and I didn't know that it would post any stream that I'm doing there. This is really good. That's cool. That's awesome. I love that. Fantastic. I've only got one person following me there, but, like, you know, hopefully maybe they might drop in. I don't know. No, because I'm a fussy sob. Okay. Not no sauce. Fair enough. Your burger. That is true. It is his burger. Although, if he keeps rubbing it in, it may become my burger. But yeah, if anyone out there is looking, if you struggle to find people to play games with, try out Plink. Okay, I'm not sponsored by them, don't worry. Basically, you'll link any of your accounts to it, so you can link your PlayStation, your Xbox, Steam, Epic, whatever you want to it. And it will identify the games that you play, and then you can go through, you can scroll across, basically kind of like a Tinder-ish sort of thing of swiping on people who you might want to game with. I haven't quite kind of got into it entirely just yet. I'm still kind of developing it, but it's kind of on my list to get done, along with all the other jobs in the world right now. But anyway, right, so I didn't post for 2 days, okay? And that is not... I'm such a picky idiot. Dude, it's a burger, mate. I'm happy with it. You can't go wrong with a burger, because anywhere you go, you should be able to find a burger. Bacon, cheese, beef, you should be able to find that anywhere you go. It's good. It's not fussy. It just means that wherever you go, you've got something, right? But yeah, so... I didn't post a couple days, okay? And as much as that, like, it hits the record and I'm a little bit, you know, whatever about it, it was worth it for me because the video got to 111 views. It's still getting views and comments on it now, even with a different video having gone up. And I'm really happy about that. So, great. Fantastic, okay? I have stopped. I need to start a new streak of daily posting and daily streaming and all sorts of bits and pieces. But you know what? That worked out well for me. We've got a whole lot more reaction videos coming up over the course of this week and probably next week. There'll be a load of Ratchet and Clank vids coming up over this week and next week too. Hopefully by the end of next week we'll be finishing that game entirely. Nikki, how are you doing, sweetie? It's lovely to see you, my darling. How's your week been? But yeah, so that's what's happening channel-wise at the moment, right? So that's what's coming up. That is why, for once, I have not posted daily. Because of a really... I don't know. For me, it's a really great reaction video that has actually got people commenting and reacting and something I can interact with. That, for me, that is wonderful. That's exactly what... Whether for good or for worse, like, it's nice to actually have that. And I really think that's one of the things that's really helped this video kind of stay active. So for me, it's worked out really well. In terms of other stuff, though, so too effing hot. I mean, tell me about it, darling. I know. I know. I'm sweating my knackers off, mate. It is so warm. It's so warm. Jesus Christ. I have a fan, and I'm not really sure yet. I haven't tested yet if the microphone and OBS will pick it up when it's on, but I'm hoping it won't, because otherwise I may die. If I put the PlayStation on, I may die. But you know what? At least we're here. How's my big old block of cheese? Goodness. I'm doing good, Nikki. I'm good. I'm struggling right now to find time for everything. But if that's the only issue I have, then I'm pretty great. Okay, work's going pretty well. I'm looking forward to payday. I am really looking forward to payday. I have £2.19 to last me another 10 days. And it's already lasted me about 5 days. Would you like to see the barbecue? I would love to see the barbecue, yeah. Just to rub it in. Thanks so much, dude. Did you send me anything? Not yet, no. But yes, okay, so I'm pretty good. How are you doing, Nikki? But yeah, other than time and it being too warm, you look tired, but that's the grind. Ah, okay. I look tired. Thank you. Thank you. That's exactly what I wanted to hear. Nah, I know. I haven't really caught up on everything yet. I've been like, so my days off. I need to take a day off, really, I think. I need to take a day off everything. I need to just relax and chill out with some films and stuff and whatever. And I'm intending to do that once I get paid. I'm gonna get like a takeaway in the morning. I'm gonna still bloody how are you doing, Nikki? It's been a while. It feels like it's been a while since I spoke to you. How are you doing? How is everything? How's James? But yes, so while I'm waiting for Nikki to respond, and while I'm waiting for a picture from Ghoul, which will probably torment me, there may be a day, I don't know, about 2 weeks time or so, where I may not be posting or streaming anything. I don't know. In all fairness, like, as much as I find it hard to find time on my days off, there isn't actually anything I'd rather do than stream with you guys. I'm not trying to be corny or whatever. Like, I love doing it. It's just nice. It's great fun. I love chatting to you guys. I love having fun with you guys. And if I'm gonna game, I would rather it be with you. So, you know, I don't know. We'll see. I might try and take a day off because, like, in all honesty, I could probably try and use one. Like, since this started, I haven't really taken a day off that hasn't been occupied with either stupidly long days at work or emotional torment or or some kind of whatever. Like, so I could probably use it, but I like doing this too much. It's kind of the pain in the ass part of it. Been ill, nearly had to go into hospital Friday and still might have to tomorrow because my oxygen levels. Oh, Nikki, no. Do they know what's wrong? James is good. Still has ever Nintendo man. Of course he is. I mean, it's a good thing to be into. Their face that cry. God damn, sorry. Oh man, that's disgusting. Sorry. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry to hear you're poorly, honey. That sucks. If Bunny and Cryptic were here, they tell you to rest. No, Cryptic wouldn't. What are you talking about? Cryptic wouldn't. My usual asthma saga. It's annoying more than anything. So does this like happen regularly then, that you have to kind of go into hospital for this? Right now, so what I'm going to try and do right now for the next couple of weeks is I've got a few plans I need to get put in place. He'd tell you in his own way. He would tell me that I'm being he'd tell me either grow a pair or stop moaning or I'm a pansy or something like that. I don't know, but be something. But yes, okay, so I've got some plans for stuff coming up, okay? So obviously on Saturday, I was supposed to be doing a Dungeons & Dragons stream with the lovely Cryptic and Bunny and Snyder. My point exactly. I mean, if that's your way of saying, that's his way of saying, tell me to get some rest, I think it needs some serious work. with the lovely Bunny and Snyder and Snyder's wife and Amy, who you've seen in chat a bunch of times. And unfortunately, we couldn't do it because of illness and stuff. And we're going to rearrange it. We are going to rearrange it. But I've been really excited about this for a little while. So I've decided to do a couple of things. Number one is I'm looking at bringing Baldur's Gate over to the channel. Okay, I've been watching I've watched a couple of streams from a guy I kind of stumbled across on Twitch lately. And it looked, I mean, it's Dungeons and Dragons, but it's turn-based. There's like the long rest stuff of it. There's all the kind of RPG elements that I normally like. And I don't remember, I remember playing Baldur's Gate Darklights, I don't know what, 2? I think that's 2, with a friend of mine a long time ago. And I remember adoring it. I remember it being a fantastic story. And I don't remember actually playing, I don't remember the game. I don't remember the game at all. So I'm thinking of bringing the Baldur's Gate series over to the channel to once Ratchet and Clank is done. And so just so I can have something to sink my teeth into for that. I got diagnosed 2 years ago with severe asthma, don't smoke or anything, and medication is still not right. So I'm getting chest infections monthly and steroids all the time. Damn. Wow. Well, now I don't have roid rage at this point. Do you burn it off somehow, Nikki? Is this where we just see you sprinting around Wales? If any of you guys have watched Father Ted, where Father Jack just ends up like going off into the hills and like, they have to track him down or whatever, is that like Nikki after she's had steroids? They give her the injection and it's just smashed through the wall, smashed through the window. It's a Nikki-shaped hole left behind, and she's roaming across the hills, across the meadows. Just to burn it all off. I don't know. But yes, so Baldur's Gate is going to be coming to the channel soon, and it's something I'm really looking forward to. It's not something I've seen a lot of on YouTube right now, and for doing it, sticking with the kind of Dungeons and Dragons kind of thing, I really like the idea of it. Obviously, we're still going to do the one with Cryptic Bunny, Snyder, Shauna, and Amy. Of course, we are, but that's going to be over on my Twitch channel anyway. So it's kind of nice to have the pair of them. Yep, I'm the Welsh sprinter. Sheep in tow. I could just see you, like, you know, using a sheep as, like, weights or whatever. Someone stumbles across you in the woods. You're there having felled a tree with your bare hands. And you're doing, like, bench pressing 2 sheep on a bar. So, yeah, that's you, right? You get into the woods. Log comes down. That's your seat. Bang, bang, bang. Done. You can lie on that one. Another log comes down. You are there with your bare hands, just smoothing it out into a long rod, sticking 2 sheep on the end of it. It's just. I'm Mathematic 2. Hope you get things figured out. Yeah, I know. If you know, shout me. If anything happens, if you do need to go in hospital, let me know. All right. By magic mushrooms. That's your version of spinach, isn't it? Oh god. Yes, sorry. Right, so Dungeons and Dragons will be happening across this channel and Twitch very soon, okay? There is another thing, however, that's going to be happening on this channel. Hopefully, I don't know whether I'm going to be streaming it or whether I'm going to be recording it as segments. Amy, how are you doing, my lovely? How is your night going, darling? Yep, Popeye the Welshie girl. Oh god, I could see that. I could see that quite easy. Yeah, one of the other things that I'm thinking of doing, and this isn't really a game. It's Dungeons and Dragons still, but it's more narrative, it's more story creation. So sorry, I'm freaking sweating buckets, man. When we getting everything together to do the Dungeons and Dragons stream with everybody, obviously I had to create a character, okay? And I cannot tell you how much I got into writing the background for my character. Like, it just, it took me 2 seconds literally to think of what I wanted to do, and then I just started typing away with it, and it was fantastic. I'm back. I'm doing good. I'm doing fine. I got back from the seaside and played some mini golf. In this heat, you're still playing. You're still doing anything strenuous. I'm impressed. I'm very impressed. So am I missing chat, I wonder? Because this is on that rather than... There we go. Just switch back to live. Oh, God. Yes, one of the things I really got into just creating a background for the character. And one of the things we've been talking about a lot lately between the kind of group we're going to be doing Dungeons & Dragons with is that we want to do it on a rotating Dungeon Master. That means that one person creates the story, creates the campaign and everything else for it. Now, what I have been thinking of doing is a long time ago in the galaxy far, far away, I started when I was inside mini golf. Oh, you mean like with AC, don't you? I'm gonna guess, like, did you take like 9 strokes on every hole just so you could stay in the air-conditioned room? I'll be honest, I like to win, but even in this weather, I would probably make it last. Yeah, when I was 14, I started writing a book. And it was a book that I had, like, when I was that young, I had intended to publish eventually. And I spent about, I want to say 2 years writing that for a little while. And when I say, and that makes it sound like there should be a lot more to this book than there is. But as I got older, like I got distracted a few times while I was writing this. Okay, it should be no surprise. You guys have seen me long enough now to know that I get distracted quite easily. But over the course of this 2 years, I'd rewritten basically the first 3 chapters of this book a bajillion times. As my writing got better, as like my creativity kind of like grew and whatever, James is writing books. Oh, that's fantastic! Oh, that's terrific. There's a site called, what's it called? There's a site called Protagonist, I think that's what it's called. I used to use it when I was a lot younger. But what you can do on it is you can post a couple of pages or whatever of whatever you're working on, and it's a really lovely community who are really nice with their feedback and advice and bits and pieces like that. So if he fancies like actually getting or talking to people who are doing a similar sort of thing to him, like all these people, they write themselves as well, so it's all authors and writers and stuff. It's Protagonist. I think I will try and look if I can find it now. Can I find it now? Protagonist, is it? Protagonist.com. If I remember this, I'll be impressed. No, it's not. Bollocks. Whatever this is, it seems to be fashion related, but like, 1 minute. So I've typed in protagonist.com and it's just come up with this. Protagonist.com for all inquiries. info@protagonist.com. Like, what exactly is this site? You know what I'm saying? Not that one. No, put that back up. Like, I don't know. Cool, we'll look it up. He's into some story he's made about a museum in history or something. That's cool. Sorry, had a Discord police. What? That burger was quite nice. Now back to work. I haven't seen the message come through. Have I seen the message come through? Oh, I see the message. Dude, that's not fair, man. You got weekend vibes and everything. That's not fair, dude. You've got a spare burger there. Is that for me? Dude, that looks lush. Sorry, if anyone has it, I'll put this on here. Sorry. Freaking Ghoul is tormenting me, man. Look at this, guys. Doesn't that look delicious? Doesn't that look lovely? I don't know if you can see it. Muse being mean. Went into a freezer looking for food. Didn't find burger stuff, but found a mac and cheese and topped with some sauce. Dude, you guys have nice food. Why does everyone have nice food? Nikki, I will find this and I will send it to you, alright? Not the burger, obviously. If I find that, I will keep that. There's a site. I can't remember what it is. I will try and find it, but I'll try and find it. You can have one if you want one. We're gonna go back to normal. Yeah, so yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. It's fine. Leave it. Good. There we go. Good job. Yes, there's this site. I will try and find it for you. But basically, you can post pages and stuff on there, and people give you critique, and they give you advice, and they give you encouragement. And it's a really, really nice community of people who are very supportive and that kind of thing. So if he fancies, if he's like, you know, enjoying his writing on it, and he fancies getting out to some people, I will try and find this site. It's really wonderful. And it helped me out a lot when I was first starting writing stuff up. But I was trying to vent to find his burger and bring you one. Aw, Mew. Thank you, buddy. We also have hot dogs, ribs, and baked potatoes. Yeah, I did see, man. I was just trying not to think about it. Who are you chatting to? Hello, whoever you are. Who are you talking to? I'm talking to you guys. I'm talking to you guys? What are you... What are you talking about, Nikki? I'll definitely look that up. Cheers, Jeff. No worries, darling. No worries. Yeah, so when I was 14, I started writing a book. And the name of it changed quite a lot. In the end, I think it was I called it Broken Minds. Because I do know why. I'm not going to tell you guys, well, I'll tell you guys bits and pieces of plot, I guess, because some of it will be, I'm going to have to adapt for this D&D story. Some of it is just going to be fantastic stuff. Anyway, really have to find a vent, someone next to you. There is nobody next to me. I'm not talking, I was moving camera bits around on my other screen. So there's a screen here, there's a screen over here. So that way I could keep an eye on chat and whatever I'm doing. There's no one next. I mean, to be fair, hi, how you doing? What's wrong with you? You having a great day? Great, fantastic. Oh, what's that? Oh, that's lovely. That's really nice. Oh, great. No, go away. See, there's no one there, but I could quite happily talk like that for ages. There's no one next to me, Nikki. Okay, I promise you. I mean, I would show. I would show you, but my room it's a mess. It's a bomb site in here. Like, my flat is occupying like 3 people at the moment, and also furniture for another house. So it's kind of like a bomb site. Fuck me, am I that oxygen deprived? Yes, I think so. Broken minds so deep. Yeah, so at the time it was the thing of what was it? So when I was doing it, I was in a bit of a rough place mentally, and I wanted to, and the story, like, part of it was basically there was someone in charge, there was a rebellion, there were, you know, people there was like there was a lot of darkness in this book series. It was, and at that point I was already kind of planning series based. There was light, there was darkness, it was good v evil. There was this dark shadow thing from a race that had been gone for a long time, who corrupted and used and whatever. Used people as basically fuel, I guess, is the best way I think I described it. And while I was kind of putting things together for it, what I wanted to do at the time was back when I was like 17 when I was thinking of doing this, was write a blog, or maybe do like a little vlog thing alongside it of why things were going to be like this, or why whatever was like this, and what was the inspiration for this. Because I never at the time, and I don't know if it's been done, because I'm not the most avid of readers or anything, but I do like a nice book. So I mean, the first 2 chapters, I'd gotten to the point where I was incredibly happy with them, and they were all kind of like the setup of the bit. There was like, basically, like there's a lot with this. There was a huge amount with this book, and like maybe one day I'll do a stream where it's mostly just talking about the book and the plot and everything, because I could quite happily talk about that for like an hour. Like there's like this, what was it like one big enemy for the actual population of this planet, like someone in charge who they were trying to overthrow, who was always a tyrant. I'd created a religion for this book. I'd created so much for this book. I really had, and I've still got bits and pieces of it somewhere. But one of the things that we're going to be changing with it is because this is now going to be a I'd buy it. To be fair, like, and this is a tangent. This is why I've never actually finished the book, okay? Because I get so distracted by everything. And like a couple of days ago, I think it was like 2 days ago, Amy was asking if I ever plan to make merch for the channel. And by the way, Amy, I don't think I ever actually answered you properly on that about the laser engraving stuff. And yeah, if I ever got to the stage where I do merch, you know, 100% I'd be coming to you, okay? 100%. What category was it? It was somewhere between sci-fi, probably. Like, it was based. Okay, so the beginning part of it is there's the so there's a planet called Millennia, okay, and at its core is an energy, okay, a race of people. I never really, I can't remember what name I came up with them for the people. But this race of aliens finds the planet, creates a civilization there, branches out into the rest of the galaxy, but at its core, using this energy source to power their creations, their inventions, their experiments, all this kind of thing. Petition for an audiobook of your story. Maybe one day. I mean, like, it's a book I've always wanted to finish. But anyway, so then they're a very peaceful group. They're very peaceful people. They branch out enough that it's like, it's good for their civilization, okay? Never warring, never, imposing anything on any other culture, but just, just living, okay? But across the galaxy, there's this other race of warmongers, basically. They're machines that use, I'm well aware right now that I'm basically describing Reapers. They're sentient they're organic sentient beings that connect to a particular machine. In order to power their war vessels, it takes a lot of fuel, it takes a lot of energy. So they find this planet, and obviously with the energy source that there is there, it would power them, it would power their entities and their machines for a long time to come. Sounds like Borg Klingons, kind of. In like the entities in this, they're not mechanical. Okay, so they're connected to them war machines because that's what they've used to basically obliterate anyone they've ever come across. But for the story purposes, the only one. So I'll go back to that. So they find this planet, they enslave the population because, like I said, they were a peaceful group. They've never really made a lot of weapons or invested a lot of time into armaments and stuff. So when it came to being invaded by, a race that did nothing but war and conquer, they kind of get obliterated. But they don't get killed immediately, okay? They get enslaved because what this group, what did I call them? I can't remember. I really can't remember. What this group wants, first and foremost, is access to the energy source. And I think I called it Gen. So while they've been on this planet, the race, the intelligent race who've kind of utilized the energy source, they created 13 wells, which is kind of like in my story there. I kind of like big four. No, I'm not. This isn't secrets. This is just like plot device, I guess. This is, opening up the background and stuff. Because all of this, I'll carry on talking about it in a minute. But all of this is going to be playing into a D&D game with Bunny, Cryptic, Snyder, Shana, hopefully Amy. It's got room for about 8 people, right? But I'll carry on. So I like talking about it. I haven't talked about it in literally about 5-6 years because. The people who I ever told about, I think I already knew it, and they kind of got, when you talk to someone about something you're passionate about, and you can see on their face that they kind of regret asking you because there's not many things, and I've told you guys this before, there's not a whole lot of things I'm really passionate about with my life. But when I was writing this and when I'm doing the channel, that's what I'm passionate about. It's great. I've always not paid. Nikki, you are more than welcome to join us. Okay, I will go back to D&D in a second, right? The book thing first, right? So they come down, all right? They abuse the technology, they corrupt it, okay? Which then turns what is a pure good energy source, which has been feeding the planet for many years, which has kept it a lush and beautiful, vibrant paradise for animals, for people. It then starts corrupting. So they warp the wells. They abuse it. They taint it in a sense by connecting it to themselves and their machines, which have always been kind of used for dark purposes, connected to people or entities that are just darkness incarnate. It feeds a corruption that then feeds back into the well of the planet, creating an energy source, a dark energy source called Sen. Love, passion, and people who just shine when they do things they love, no matter. Yeah, I mean, yeah. So yeah, okay. So it creates a feedback, all right, which then it kind of starts killing off the planet. It starts, not the planet says, like, rather than being beautiful forests and jungles and vibrant wildlife and that kind of thing, it starts becoming, desolate wastelands, deserts as far as the eye can see. Now, with that being said, because of what they're doing to it, the energy source starts to get depleted. Wells start to run dry. Oh man, that's at dead of night game for me right now with theories and analyzing every cutscene. What? What do you mean? Yes, so because of that, the warmongering race then they then have to turn on to their primary food source, or energy source, I should say. So whenever they went to another planet, they enslaved, they repaired, they did what they can. Happens to me all the time. I tell someone something and they tell me I've told them the story about 50. I know, and it's great. It's like exactly like a parasite or virus. Exactly like that, okay? So what did I call him? Oh, what did I call him? I had to go back. I've notes somewhere. Basically, right. So they go back to their primary food source, which is the population of wherever they happen to conquer. Okay. Now, because they've got comfortable for so long utilizing the energy source, they now don't have a means of getting off the planet. They've abused it. They've used it, not thinking that it would ever dry up. So they don't have a means of getting back off the planet. They whittle down the population of this planet to. It's going to be in the book. It's going to be nothing, but in reality, it's barely anything. But that's not enough. Okay, they're still there. They have no one else to to eat, to fuel themselves. So they end up turning on each other, to the point where there is only one left, and that one seals himself away in the mountainside of this planet, of this whatever. I'd love to read them, Josh. I'm a huge bookworm. Literally, I've got 2 chapters, and I got a lot of notes. There's like a whole load. I'll go into a few of them in a second, but there's a lot of characters I've created for this. So things carry on. Someone takes over. A tyrant takes over, having pushed out the last person. I won't tell you about all the things. I mean, I will talk the ear off someone. Oh, I'm with you. I got you. You didn't. I'm surprised you didn't go on about theories more when we got to the end of At Dead of Night. Then I'm surprised that you're not linking the new one into this already, given that it had the scrying mirrors. So yeah. So a new tyrant comes into power. Pushes out the last one. I won't tell you everything with that one. But in the end, a rebellion begins. Okay. Now. That part carries on for many years, but in line with the tyrant who is taking over, they have a group that is with them called the Regulators. Okay, now the Regulators are the kind of religion that I created for this book. The Regulators regulate the forts, the wells, so they're in charge of making sure that the energy on the planet, the gen, can continue to get to the surface and keep hold of their way of life. So there's kind of priests. I've got to go through and I've come up with a hierarchy kind of thing for it still. But there's kind of like priests and engineers and that kind of thing in there, who have I have an idea, Hun. Hear me out. I know you are stretched at the moment, so doing a book sounds like a lot when you don't need video ideas and recording notes to type. Sorry, maybe. So doing a book sounds a lot, so why don't you video ideas and record notes? I'm exactly gonna do that, right? But I'm getting there, Nikki. I'm getting there. Okay. So when I get started on this, I kind of get very tunnel vision. I have, this is gonna link into things in a second. So, it carries on, you know, like so in the end, the wells start. They're there as they are. Okay, life goes on as it would. Population comes back. It's not the same population. It's a human population. Okay, a group that has discovered this planet again many years before the events in this story take place. No, sorry, I get excited and jump. No, you are absolutely fine. But I've had exactly that. I will go into it in a second. This all links to D&D. Okay, and I'll go into how in a minute. But like, yeah, so a human population comes to the planet. It's their last port of call. It's their last chance. They start building again. They start utilizing the cities and the technology that the guys before had put in place. The energy kind of comes back because, it's not being tainted anymore. It starts to get kind of purer. Everything kind of starts working out a little bit better. And, inevitably someone tries to seize control and everything kind of goes crazy from there, right? But by this point, so by the point in the story where we kind of join in, there's quite a huge population on the planet. Everything is good again, or it's the right time for that one dark entity who had sealed himself away to wake up and try and take control. Now, this entity in this, he's smart, he's devious, he's strong, he's intelligent enough to know that if he does what they've done every single time of clearing out every part of the planet, of every part of the population again, he's just going to be in exactly the same situation where he has to go back into a ridiculous sleep. Kimi, how you doing, brother? Flack, how's it going, guys? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, wake up and try and take control. Exactly. Like, I don't know how much the story bit you've heard. So yeah, so the entity will wake up at this point in the story. It will then corrupt certain individuals. It'll use the darkest desires, I guess. I'm trying to work this out as I go along. To corrupt and put itself in charge, I guess, is the end of it. Is like kind of the end game. But there's a lot that kind of goes into this. There's the rebellion part of it that I've kind of been working on for a while. There's a few bits and pieces, but what I'm going to be doing eventually is I'm going to be working this into a D&D campaign. Okay, so how you doing though, Kimi? How you doing, Flack? How's your days been, boys? I mean, working this into a D&D campaign. So we've been talking about it with Bunny and Cryptic and Slider and Shauna and Amy. I was ridiculously excited for the one we did. And we've been talking a while about, when we do this one, we'll rotate around and other people get to be dungeon master and that kind of thing. I've been working on something and I got really excited by the idea of working this story into a kind of dungeon, a D&D campaign. So what I'm going to be doing is, I'm going to be doing exactly that, Nikki, right? What I've got to do for that is I need to create character dossiers. I need to create creature dossiers, places, everything that kind of goes along with this. So one of the things that was kind of very big for what I wanted to do was, I'm good, just gaming right now. What are you playing, Kimi? One of the things that I really was kind of integral to the story part. I can help with that. How can you help with that? What do you want to do? I'm always to suggestions stuff. This is what we're gonna do. So I'm either gonna, I'm not sure yet. I'm gonna either record it or stream it. I'm not 100% sure yet. There's a few character bits that I already have like very set plans for. And one of the things for the D&D campaign that I'm gonna be creating is that there's gonna be a hunter for every single character or for every single person that is in our game. So, for example, I bet someone could help with the art side. Yeah, I mean, like the art side of things, I suck at. Okay, I know how I want these people to look. I have a very, very vivid description for the hunters especially. I have a very vivid description. 7 days to die, Persona was on, but he went to work. I'm playing with some other. Oh, nice, dude. That's fantastic. I can see it all now. A giant mushroom man with magical powers where he has to chant magic words, and then he has a secret power that he can emit from his buttocks. Makes everyone sleep. I don't know if you are actually kidding. That's cool. How far are you into 7 days to die? What day are you on? I'm so hyped for D&D now. Yeah, I'm hyped for this for a long time. But so this is going to be what Bunny called it. I wish she was here because she has all the terminology and stuff for me. Flack, that's me in Welsh. Oh god. Yeah, she has all the terminology. But basically, what I'm doing is it's called a homebrew, where you create your own D&D campaign, your own mechanics, and that kind of thing. It means I have to create. There's gonna be a restriction basically on everybody. I don't know right now if I want to create it in a D&D world or just use the D&D mechanics. Day 15, but I do have 3 characters to build. To build? Why do you have 3 characters to build? You must be turning heads in those Welsh fields, ma'am. Yeah, Nikki with all her steroids running through the field, bench pressing sheep. Like, it's hard to ignore. It is very hard to ignore. But yes, so D&D, obviously you get a guide with it, okay? You get, you know, it gives you a blanket thing of the background behind a creature or a particular antagonist or anything like that, right? So, well, if they're as good looking as you are, then absolutely. Blackie, man, you flirted all the way from South Africa. One in Persona server, one with Kid and the Goblins, and one of my... Dude, man, all right, you are busy. See, even CheeZ said so. Yeah, of course. Nikki's beautiful. She knows this. When you use the supermarket wipe... Oh, my God, Bunny. Oh my god. Here you are. Bunny, that's fantastic. Bunny, you're actually great timing because I'm kind of talking about the D&D campaign that I'm making a little bit. Yeah, I'm hot. Yeah, you are. There you go. Right, so, okay. Part of the book is going to be working into the D&D campaign instead. That way I can kind of get to work on a lot of stuff for the book to make it a proper narrative novel after D&D. Pierce, got some aged cheddar, plan on melting it. Dude, lucky you. On toast or just dripping it? Just, you know, straight on. Only until I leave. Okay. How you doing, Pierce? Let me see you, bud. Keep most of it secret. I'll keep most of it is going to be secret, but I'm going to be creating. I decided. Look, okay. So I want to finish my book. I really do. Okay. It's been in progress for a long time, and I've never really sat down. I haven't sat down since I kind of got to this stage in my life, in my mentality, in my creativity, in my imagination. I started writing it again, okay? I have the building blocks and everything for it, but I need to sit down and I need to write a bio for my, you know, main characters, my, you know, the villains, the hunters, the creatures, the places, everything like that. I want you to, Josh, sounds really good. It's going to be good fun. Probably dip. What are you going to dip? Aged cheddar, what are you going to dip into? I mean, you got to go nicer than Doritos, right? What are you gonna dip, man? Maybe you need like a burger. That's what you need. You need a burger to dip into the cheesy sauce. Cheese mountain videos with a chocolate fountain. Oh man. Oh, it was strawberries. Why does that go well together? Does that go well together? Cheese and strawberries. Guys, don't forget we are trying to grow our brother CheeZ here to 350. Thank you very much, Flacky. Yeah, if anyone hasn't already smashed or chucked some cheddar, I should say, on that like button, please do so. It helps the stream perform, helps get it out there to more people, hopefully helps get people involved in this little wonderful community that we are growing here. Eat some pizza plus extra cheese. Oh, man, I could go for some pizza. You guys, all right, do you know what? Right, we have talked about barbecues tonight. We've talked about ribs. We've talked about pizza. I'm hungry as hell. That sounds fantastic. The burger, I don't know about the strawberries. Gotta try that one. I don't know. For some reason in my head, I'm sure I've seen people, the same people who do like the strawberries into a chocolate fountain. And then behind it, there's a fountain of cheese. I'm sure I've seen people dip the cheese. Dip the strawberry in the cheese. I'm sure I've seen that. Rolled up toast and a ham in straws. What? Oh, you mean, oh, okay. So that could be really nice. Smash that like button. Thank you very much. Do you know what? You guys are beautiful. That's gone right up to 11. Thank you so much, you gorgeous people. I might have to try that, Nikki. At the moment, right, I've started doing this thing, and it's really bad, right? Because it's my dinner, right? I get a pot of Pringles, I get a pack of ham, and I get a block of cheese, right? And all I do, and I get a cheese knife, right? I can tell what I've been eating tonight. And all I do is just like cut some ham, like drape it on the Pringles, cut some cheese, put that on top. It's on 13. I'm like, oh, fantastic. I will take your set. It's on 12. 13. 14 now. Fantastic. I'm on 13. I will take your account, Flacky. I will take your account. Yeah. Pringle, ham, cheese, and another Pringle, right? And that is my dinner for some nights. It's terrible, right? I get fries and milkshake, but not cheese and strawberry. I know, I've never had it myself, right? But I'm 90% sure that I've seen people do this with a cheese fountain. Cheese fountain. Like a Lunchable. Yeah, I guess so, yeah. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe like this is the adult version of a Lunchable. You just get a whole pot of Pringles. You hate Pringles. Flacky. What? How do you hate? That's not on, dude. That is not on. Oh, God. God. Oh, my God, Josh. That's awful. You need mothering. Oh, no. No, I mean, like, I will cook proper food. Like, I repent daily. Dude, yes. Like, what? Why don't you like Pringles? Is it like just all flavors? I mean, because like, how do you not like the barbecue Pringle? Like, I hate I don't like barbecue sauce, right? In most cases, sometimes I like it, right? It's gonna be very nice. If you get it done properly, like proper like smokehouse, then I like it. But if it's just like barbecue sauce you buy from like, I don't know, Sainsbury's, I'm kind of just like, nah, bleh. But barbecue Pringles, they are the bomb. I'll buy you a package for our first date. So I'm getting 2 packages on our first date. Rings the bell of shame. Me or Josh? First one, then the other. But yes, so... Yes, okay, so I have a book that I've been working on for a while, and this will kind of help me carry on writing that, all right? But what I'm planning on doing, it's a big campaign. It's a campaign that actually stretches over a length of time. Like most apparently campaigns for D&D, it's like it's a year-long thing. Not like over maybe it is, of course, for actual time frame. I don't know, but so for this, like one of the things I'm going to be doing with it is there's going to be certain triggered villains and that kind of thing. I imagine that as part, like there are probably campaigns that have that as a thing, but in my story. There were 13 hunters, okay? These were military people, often, regularly military personnel who displayed like high degrees of loyalty to the tyrant, or incredible skill in certain aspects or whatever like that. They were taken and experimented on, injected with serums or blood or whatever happened to be from some of the creatures that were materializing because of the scent, because of closed wells and that kind of thing. Nice, better than flowers. I don't know. If I'm a writer if you need stuff proofread. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I mean, like, yeah, so what I'll be doing is, I think what I'm going to do is, I'd be happy to share a perspective. And I'd love that. That'd be fantastic. Like, some of it I will obviously keep secret because I don't want everyone to see it when we come to do the D&D part of it. But to be fair, I don't mind, like, the bit I'll be writing mostly with you guys over the course of streams and recorded episodes is the stuff that they'll have anyway. So everyone, I'll give like a, I'm hoping to have like a proper book made, like a D&D book, not like a novel, I mean, for this first one, but like a D&D book with like all the skills, all the weaknesses and that kind of thing. I'm dating him for Pringles, so I get to read it too. I mean, there are worse reasons to be with somebody, right? But like one of the characters I came up with is like it's his name is Caster. I can't remember. It's been so long, man. A child abuse, like, okay, so I can't really talk about most of this stuff without telling you a few bits. So there's a place in my book called Crucible, which is kind of like an arena for combat, for fights. It's built like it's the center of a huge town, a huge sprawling city, rife with crime, gambling, the underworld kind of part of a lot of the planet, I guess. And Caster grows up there with his brother and his father. His father is a washed up, or was, I should say, a washed up arena fighter. Was like a good contender for to be the champion at one point, but never quite made it. So because of that level of disappointment and never reaching his dream, he takes it out on the boys. He takes it out on his kids, to the point where Caster snaps and kills his father quite brutally in the book. Who thumbed down? Someone thumbed down. I will burn your house down. Wow. Okay. It's all right. I don't mind. I was talking about this earlier, right? But so I know this is a tangent I've gone back to already, but earlier on, like I posted basically a reaction video on Elden Ring, which has got like about half the amount. It's got like 11, I think, likes and 14 dislikes, but a hell of a lot of comments that I'm actually able to interact with, which is fantastic for me. So I'm happy. You know what? I have wonderful people here. I've got 14 bits of cheddar on that like button. I will take a dislike. That's fine. If someone doesn't like this, that's fine. But Flacky, I love you for that reaction. Yeah, so Caster, like in the book, what I'm planning on doing is like doing a little. You get like to see part of the kids, the hunters' background, but that way, like I can write a few extra books and stuff like that, and put them out on like Patreon or stuff like that if people want to read them straight off the web. That way, it's kind of extra stuff that people can kind of, I guess, get involved with it with me, which is quite nice. And it's kind of what I always intend to do, like give a bit of a background thing while I was doing it. Like, so with Caster, him and his brother then end up joining the military. They go out as they, work pretty hard. They're raised by an arena combatant. So, no matter what their dad was, he made sure they were tough, made sure they were physically strong. Caster though is mentally not all there, I guess is the best way of putting it for this. So they get sent out onto a forest campaign. Now this is when this is before the Sen kind of starts corrupting the planet, and before everything is kind of lost. In there's a more distinctive fight, I guess. So this is the point where they're still trying to learn what the hell is going on, and what the hell is up with the freaking creatures that are in the world. So they get sent out into the woods to like as a kind of recon group. It's Caster, his brother, 2 other recon soldiers. The recon soldiers get ripped apart by dogs. Not dogs. I'll explain them more when we actually kind of make the creature bio or whatever for this particular animal, I suppose. But what I've kind of got pictured is something kind of like tiger-esque, I guess. More with tiger-esque, very schizophrenia. Not quite. I don't know how to describe it. I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. More voices in the head. I don't know. I don't know enough about schizophrenia to say if it is that. If I'm honest with you, is more what I'm trying to say. But like with Caster, there's a voice in his head that's telling him to do this, that, and the other. Especially as things go on, and as things kind of get past the forest, because I'll fill you in a second. It then becomes the voice of his brother. But so these creatures, they're vicious, they're venomous, incredibly powerful, able to see heat signatures, which makes them obviously fantastic hunters. So the group gets split up when they touch down. a pack splits out. A few of these, I called them Bakragar, and I have no idea why. And in my head, it kind of meant Twilight Cat. So I was trying to come up with like a language for this, bits and pieces as well. Voices in the head sounds like psychosis. It might be, that might be more what I'm kind of leaning towards. Like being abused as a child. I mean, like not, well, yeah, for most of his adolescence, I guess we could create that. Predictor. Predator. Yes. Like, what? Predator, I don't know. I mean, I like Bakra. I don't know. I lost the will to spell. Yeah, so, okay, so this pack, it separates out, it hunts down the recon scouts. Only Caster manages to fight his way through it, you know, breaking 3 of them. Like, and I do mean breaking when it comes to this fight. Like, he will, you know, break them apart. He will, like, one of them, he will just rip in 2. Like, and it's kind of a level, it was, in the book, it was trying to show off quite how aggressive he can be. So he goes back into the woods to try and find his brother, the only person he's ever really cared about, and the only thing that's ever kind of kept him semi-sane, or semi-grounded, I should say. Now what he finds is his brother being gnawed on by a few of the Bakra. The heat signature thing reminds me of the Predator films. I see, I'm with you. I mean, yeah, to be fair. Yeah. Yeah, I'll think about something else. I don't know, I like it. Maybe it's a blood scent. What I had imagined, like, I'll carry on, but I mean, so I could probably change the heat sense to something else, but, what was I saying? Yeah, so he finds his brother's body being gnawed on by a couple of Bakra. He charges in anger and rage, smashing them to pieces, kneeling down to his brother. I gotta come up with I don't really have a reason for all this yet, but like, so his brother's head has been pretty much ripped off by the tigers. I'm just gonna call them tigers now. Ripped off by the tigers, and he keeps his brother's head. I'll be home soon, borrowing cryptics, Wi-Fi to type. Okay. Yeah, he keeps his brother's head. All right. Now, I know how screwy that sounds, and I maybe as like you're sitting there thinking, okay, sorry, as a 14-year-old boy, you thought of a child, you thought of a guy who then kept his brother's head. And yes, you would be right to be slightly scared, maybe. But yeah, so he keeps his brother's head afterwards. The recon, the Jets come back to pick them up, expecting a bunch of people, expecting to find plenty of samples of the creatures that are in the woods, and they find plenty of samples. That much they do get. But obviously, they're only returning with Caster. So they come back. They take Caster back to the lab with them. He's met by the Tyrant, who kind of welcomes him, kind of like treats him almost like a son, which kind of, with Caster's psychosis, my idea anyway, is to kind of, that's what really hooks Caster's loyalty to the Tyrant. Now, there's some time that will go by, I imagine, between these kind of things, and for Caster, he then will become injected with the blood of the Bakra, with the blood of the tigers. Over time, over many injections, it enhances his already formidable strength, but also gives him the same gift that they have. Now, this is what I mean. This is what I'm saying about, I don't know if I want it to be like Predator, like seeing heat, because for me, it's more about a blood rage, like kind of, I guess, like a shark, I guess, would be the very closest thing I could compare it to. He's like, every one of these people has a code thing for it, and his, like, although I'm calling a lot of them hunters, they won't be in the book or in the D&D game. They will have a specific name for it, but Caster's one is literally the hunter, because if someone's injured, if it ever happens to be whatever like that, because of the blood sense, He can smell, he can track, he can find them, and he always finds them. Like whether, like he's the one who like in the books. I say books because in my head that's what I'm going to write eventually. In the books, he is the one that the rebellion know most about, because if there's ever someone who, if they break somebody out, if someone is injured, whoever happens to be, there've been several like accounts of Caster coming after them, the hunter. Like a bloodlust like that. So like if he's leading a fight, if he's leading combat, yes, he'll be enraged and excited and go on a bloodthirsty mayhem, I guess, essentially. But up to that point, if he's hunting on his own, then he's very much like the wolves, I guess, of slowly, carefully, methodically tracking down his prey, using that blood sense to do it. So maybe blood sense is more what I'm kind of leaning towards in this kind of sense. Picking up on the scent of the blood, the heat of the blood, I guess, or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, so these characters, these hunters, which I'm going to call them for now, in the book, I can't. What did I call them? I don't remember. I just called them Subject 13s because there were 13 of them, and I didn't know. I didn't ever get around to making a better name for them. I wouldn't fuck with them. Exactly. Yeah. So I mean, with Caster, like, to the army, he's the hunter. To the rebellion, he's what is he? Red Death, I think I called him, because anytime he finds his target, he doesn't take it alive. There's nothing left except the blood and chaos, and also like with Cast. So this is what I mean. So I can't draw, right? You guys know this by now, as I've said it several times. I suck at actually creating something in a visual like image. Or I mean, I can talk and I can tell a story and I can help you. If it was an audiobook, like Amy said right at the start about petition me to do an audiobook or whatever, I can tell a story and I can give you all the imagery to create that character for yourself. And a part of that is good storytelling. Just saying. But what I do want to do is I would like to try and find someone I can work with to maybe give this imagery to and see what we could create together. Like with Caster, I kind of have an impression of kind of like a 6'5", 6'6" guy, very dark hair, very wild hair, very like arms of freaking steel. Very wearing black a lot is kind of what I had pictured. Wearing his brother's skull from his waist, like on a chain. I had pictured him with like a big axe as well. Like there's a lot more with Cast that I had I this isn't very vivid that I'm kind of talking you guys through. But like even with Cast, like with the eyes, like because of the treatments he's had, it's the eyes more like the wolf. But yeah, so stuff like that. So these things that I created for the story, they're gonna be in the game that I'm putting together, okay? And one of the things I'm putting together for the game is a mechanic. Bro, I need to get ready for patrol. I just came to spend some time with you before heading out. You know I love you for that, Flack. The military has been positioned at our barricades now. Situation seems to be de-escalating. Oh, that's good, man. I'm glad to say. I'm glad it's getting, I hope, safer. I really hope it's safer. So yeah, give me a shout if you just let me know you're safe. All right. That's what I'm saying. I'll see you soon, buddy. Catch you later, mate. But yes, so I know that was a tangent telling you all about not all about Caster, but kind of one of the things I have really got planned with this. And like, there's 13 characters like this, okay? There's 13 different hunters like this. And I mean, they're all kind of very dark people. And again, I kind of look back on it now and think like, okay, as a 14-year-old, I'm fine. I'm a soldier. Okay, well, I'll be at the beach waving you off then, okay? Just let me know you're home safe, okay? Yeah, stay safe, mate. Aw, everyone cares. That's cute. So yeah, so there are 13 characters I created like this. All of them with quite a dark past. A couple of them with something very... a couple of them with something more personal stuff, I guess. A couple of them which were more redeemable by the rebellion and by the main character in the story. And the very nice thing is that, like, even though I'll be using quite a lot of these pieces for D&D, is that for the story, it won't really change anything. Like, it will... Sorry. It won't spoil anything. Like, the story that I'll be writing for D&D will be completely different to the story that I'll write for the books. I will have to find a way around that, like, to make this work out perfectly. But basically, so one of the mechanics I started talking about ages ago is, so for every character, basically, whoever wants to be in this one, it will have room for, I think, about 8 people to be in this one. Everyone will have to create a character as a child, okay? Well, I say child, like 13 to 15, okay? They will be on the run in whatever places they happen to find themselves starting in. They may be on their own, they may be with a couple of other people. It depends on your roll of your dice. But whatever happens to be, you will be on the run, okay? A group of guards, I guess in this case, will be coming to grab your ass. Now, whether you get... Obviously, there'll be certain things of it, like, you know, running away. Do you want to go this, or this? And there'll be the same kind of, you know, role mechanics of, you know, do you have the thing to do this? And if you manage to get past the first 3 things, the 3 different situations, then you'll get a bonus in terms of attributes. However, if you don't, then you get... Sorry, my nose is really itchy. Then you get taken to the prison. Okay, now the prison is where I link everybody up together, where everyone comes together and starts working together. And then there'll be about a 5-year gap between where everyone goes into prison and where bad touching. I mean, that's up to you. Where everyone gets linked up together in the prison. Okay. After that, everything kind of... I'm not going to say, you know, what's going to be happening after that. I could, like, once we get started on things together, you guys will then see the characters and the creatures and everything else like that together. But you won't be able to see... You won't know what's ever going to be happening in the D&D story if I play this just right. Okay? And it's going to be careful. It's going to be a juggling act to get this right. But what we're going to be doing together is mostly, like, character creation, weapon creation, creature creation, and all this kind of thing. Okay? But where the hunters come into this thing is that for every single player that's in the game, there will be one of 13 hunters. Okay, so you'll roll a dice, whatever it happens to land on, that will be one of the hunters that comes into the game. Obviously, I won't tell anyone what number any of the hunters are, and you won't know which hunter is in the game until certain events happen. Most of the hunters I'm kind of working on right now, I've already got kind of planned out where I'm going to put them and where they're going to be coming into it, but a lot of them are triggered by specific things, and no one will actually know what those things are until we get into the game. So that's gonna be fun, okay? And I'm really looking forward to doing that. And it's something today I started working on a little bit of it at work, like making little notes here and there of like how this person was going to start and what their points were going to be and all this kind of thing. And I realized that, like, start singing "That's the Sound of Men Working on the Chain Gang." I've been working on the railroad all the live long day. But yeah, okay, so I've got a lot of ideas for the D&D thing. I've got a lot of ideas for the story, for the actual novel of this. And I'm excited to work on this because I've been doing a lot of gaming on the channel, and I don't want the channel to just be gaming. I really don't. Like, and essentially, I don't want it to be just video games. I want it to be stuff that people can do together. Like, doing D&D, like, I haven't been as excited for a game as I've been as excited about doing D&D with my friends. And that's lovely. And I feel like because of lockdown and everything, don't get me wrong, there hasn't been much opportunity to do, you know, board games or card games or anything like that with friends. And I want to do more stuff that, you know, people can do at home with their family, with getting people around, especially while things are opening back up again. Like, I know like things are, you know, I don't know about it in other countries, but in the UK, like they're easing a lot of things right now. They're supposed to be easing pretty much everything by tomorrow, whilst also saying that numbers are climbing. And I want to give people like, I've got so many games in my wardrobe that are fun, silly, stupid games I would never have found unless I was looking for them. Like there's a game I've got called Throw Burrito, which is basically dodgeball and snap kind of sort of thing, with foam burritos, and it is one of the best games I've ever freaking got. But stuff like that, I get to do that with my friends, and I have the best time with it. And I want to bring stuff more like that over to the channel, because like doing video games, don't get me wrong, it's fun and it's not going to be going anywhere. I'm going to be doing more like early access stuff coming soon. It's going to be like Knight's Tale and all that. There's a great game. Yeah, Knight's Tale it looks awesome. There's another game called what is it called? I got it on my phone. I have a screenshot of it because I don't want to lose it. You're there. Where are you? You got this one? What's it called? Timberborn, which is it's a city building game in early access, with beavers, which just sounds fun. I don't know. There's gonna be more stuff like that coming to the channel, and hopefully more stuff that people can get involved in and join in on, and do at home with their friends, like the D&D thing. Like if people like the sound of what my D&D campaign is gonna be like, I would love the idea of sending it out to people to do at home with their friends. Because the thing that I'm making with it is that, like, the thing with D&D is that it has to have replayability, it has to have adaptability, that people can kind of create their own paths and everything like that. And I've got so many ideas for putting this together in a way that it's going to be so much fun. I'm excited to hell with this. But I love the idea that, you know, if we do it all together, if we do like the stream of the characters and the monsters and the weapons and everything like that, and people, you know, start joining in, because don't get me wrong, like the idea behind this is not just, you know, community based. It's the idea that, you know, it might draw in more people, and that would be fantastic. Because like Flax said, yeah, I am gunning for 350, I'm gunning for 1,000, I'm gunning for 1 million, of the right people. And, you know, if there's a bunch of people who come in who love the sound of this story that we like are essentially going to create a load of together, I love that idea. I love that idea. And yeah, it's a cool bounce point for the book and stuff and whatever, but I don't know. We'll see, I guess. We'll see what happens with it. But yes, so obviously the next couple of weeks, we've got a lot of reaction videos. We've got a lot of Ratchet and Clank coming up. Okay. After that, we're going to be bringing Baldur's Gate to the channel. We're going to be bringing some early access stuff to the channel. We're then going to be, obviously, at the same time, we're going to be doing a lot of this D&D book stuff. I'm not really sure what I'm going to call the series. I have no idea at this point. I'm all up for it. I know you are. It's lovely. And I got so many people out there who are wonderful, very creative and slightly dark people sometimes when we start talking. So it works out well for this, I think. But yeah, so that's going to be cool to do. Writing it based as a story thing and a D&D thing is going to be pretty awesome, I think. It's gonna be really cool to do that way. And like the nice thing as well is that eventually then I will actually stream the proper thing of it. So whilst you guys are going to be able to see, you know, right, okay, so we're doing this character's going to be like this, and he's going to have this abilities and this thing and this backstory and whatever. Like, it really won't tell you what's going to be happening in the actual story for D&D. Like, that you guys won't know about until you come to the stream and you get to see it. So although you'll know, like, you know, when you see a character, it's like, oh, Craster's here. And it's like, oh crap, he, like, that guy, you know, that you guys won't know. You guys won't know what's happening. And the amount of characters and stuff I've got planned out already to, like, either scare Bunny or try and kill Cryptic or whatever happens to be. I say whatever happens to be a lot, don't I? There's a lot of stuff. And there's going to be plenty of surprises for everybody. No matter who's involved in the actual, you know, building characters and stuff thing. So that's going to be cool, I think. I hope. The only other thing I want to talk about tonight, unless anyone else has anything they want to get off their chest and vent about, is that hopefully next week, next Sunday, I will be inviting everybody to my own Discord. Okay. Now, I obviously on a few times I have railed against making a Discord myself. I'm keen to watch that. I bet you are. I can't obviously say them because otherwise it will spoil things. But like, there's basically, right, without spoiling anything, there's a fair few choices that I've already kind of got written up and made up that really like. That will put certain people, not certain people. It will be based. I'm not like, targeting cryptic or anything, although I really should. There's certain things that will happen that, depending on like the roll of their dice or how they decide, like the order of things, will royally screw with some of their plans, which is great. And it's not too bad for this one. I always get excited and do things ahead of time. Like, have you got an example? Are you doing something right now for that? Is that what you're on about? Oh, I just got Discord too. Brilliant. Oh, fantastic. Fantastic. But yeah, so like there's a lot of stuff for this that like there's a lot of chance for death, I guess is what I'm saying. Nice thing for this is that because it has to be a human character created for this, I will be placing restrictions on the character creation. It means that if someone does die, no one's going to lose like a very treasured D&D character, for example. So that I quite like. And I don't know, part of me really wants to kind of see, like, doing it as a D&D thing means that I get to see this world come to life in a very different kind of way, like properly imagined, and people being in that world. It's going to be a very, I don't know, a very different experience, and I can't wait for that. It's gonna be fantastic. Anyway, but what I was saying about Discord, so I'm part of a fair few different Discords already. Okay, now most of the Discords, like it's more about supporting each other. Like, don't get me wrong, there's chat and stuff in there. There've been a few videos I put up before they read. Yeah, exactly, dude. I'm with you there. Like, the amount of times I've watched them back and gone, no, I cannot be saying that. And like unlist them, edit. Dude, it took me so long to actually work out how to edit on once it's been uploaded or once the stream has been uploaded. It took me so long to figure out how to clip things, or take things out of the streams. Way longer than I want to admit. It will open it up and branch out to great way to book. Exactly, and it's really nice. And like when it comes to like, obviously the D&D, it's not going to be perfect or anything, but it means that like when I go, because I'll be writing the book afterwards, it means it might give me a few more ideas for what to work into that, which is going to be great fun. But yeah, anyway, what I was saying about Discord is I'm part of a few Discords at the moment. They all have like a WLC group, a going live group, and all this kind of thing, which is great for supporting each other. But I kind of, for me, I find it's a very dangerous road to go down. Like, because otherwise, like either certain people get like the lion's share of the views because it's their group, their moderators or something like that, or and that's not intentional. That's like no one's intentional thing of doing it. But obviously, when you join a group and you see this person's in charge, you're obviously going to watch that person more. It's just kind of how it happens. Or there's what else is it? There was things I was saying. Or you become reliant on it. Like, I haven't posted in a WLC for about 9 months now. And although my views are not as, high as maybe they used to be when I was posting WLC, by that I mean like maybe 20%. And if I was in the thousands, that would be something different to look at. But, I'm losing, 4 views compared to what I've got now. And I know they're genuine views. So, that's great that people are coming by and swinging by and, want it because they want to. And they've hit notification and that kind of thing. So, but that's a lot of Discord groups I've been a part of or that I'm in now. What mine is going to be is purely community based, and I feel like for me that means that there's going to be a lot. Not community based isn't even a thing. Like, there's not gonna be a lot of channel parts on it. There's not gonna be like, you know, posting your channel here, going live here, WLC here, or anything like that. There's gonna be the chat room, okay, for everyone to have, you know, shoot the shit in, drop memes, whatever it happens to be, and just chat and vent to each other if we need to. And then down the bottom of that, same, I stopped WLC. Sorry, my nose is itchy as hell. I only do it for maybe the first vid of a series. That's a good shout. That is probably a good shout. Like, I don't know if it's safe for you, Keith, like if that's what, if you know, why you stopped and whatever. But like for me, I got to the point where, number one, I felt bad if I wasn't watching someone else's video and they were watching mine. Like, because as much as it's not like watch for watch, it is. Like when we're encouraging WLC, what we're saying is, you know, if you watch someone's video, if someone watched your video, that is watch for watch. It might not be directly, right, you watch me, I'll watch you, but it is a transaction. It's not personal. It's not emotional. It's not, you know, I'm forming a connection with this person's content and I want to watch them. You know what I'm sure you agree. I hope you agree, otherwise I'm spiting bollocks. Which is always a possibility. Stop snorting that Coke, dude. It's got bubbles. I mean, yeah, you're probably right. Jesus Christ. Oh God. So yeah, there's the fact that, like, you know, there was never enough hours in the day. Yeah, I started to depend on it, and it's hard to stop to support especially if there are low in subs. Yeah, exactly, right? And yeah, I mean, there's so much there that is right, dude. I've been feeling like I should stop. Like, Bubba, how are you doing, bro? It's lovely to see you, man. How are you doing today? Like, okay, so when Lee, okay, Gamer-centric, right, is going to be coming back to YouTube, I'm hoping soon, right? And I cannot wait to do a series of Raft with him. I think me and him and Mitch are going to do Raft or Dead Island together. And I cannot wait. I'm so excited to have him back. And one of the biggest reasons is that I'm doing great, dude. I'm hotter than all hell. I'm sweating buckets. Literally, kind of. But it's great. I get to chill out with some lovely people tonight. And it's been wonderful. It's been really great fun. We've chatted about a reaction video I did for Elden Ring. It's got so many dislikes and so many likes, and it's wonderful. And it's got some really fantastic comments on there that are both arguing with me and very genuine. And I love it. And I'm so happy to have it. And we've spoken about a book that is being written at the moment by me, I guess, kind of. A D&D thing that we're doing, and a Discord group that's going to be coming up. That's how we kind of got onto this. But yeah, so I haven't done WLC for about 9 months, okay, and that is in any sense of it. And that's because, like, one, you depend on it. Two, I've been trying to find people to play Raft with. Dude, I mean, I'll give Lee a shout when I know Lee's coming back. I mean, you could do 4 people on Raft, I know it. I'll give him a shout and I'll see if you can jump in with us. Obviously, we have to get, like, the timings and stuff sorted out. Because me, Lee, and Mitch are all UK-based guys. I'm not 100% sure where you are. I mean, are you US-based? I feel like you are. But yeah, so going back, I guess. I haven't done the BLC for about 9 months, and as much as I miss the views and stuff on it, and yeah, it might have helped my videos perform a bit better. Oh, Fasho, thanks. Fasho. Is that where you're from? Yeah, so it might have helped my videos back at the start, and there's probably something to be said for that. But what I found is, like, there's videos that I will make now that, especially the early access stuff, that will do ridiculously well. Like Eternal Cylinder, a lot of the episodes of that, and West Coast US. Okay, we'll see what we can do, make a time work. We'll see what we can do. With Eternal Sin, especially the last couple of episodes, where views just kind of skyrocketed, and it was fantastic. And it wasn't because of WLC. It wasn't because I was, you know, posting it particularly anywhere. I don't even remember posting it on my socials. Like, that's kind of how surprising that was. And it's another reason why I'm going to try and go back to do more early access stuff. But, like, the more you do WLC, the more you depend on it, and the harder it becomes later on to stop doing it. Like, not just from a perspective of, you know, if you get 30 views from WLC a day, That's a lot of views. I'm not knocking that. James, welcome to the stream, my friend. How are you doing today? Yeah, you might get 30 views from WRC, right? But number one is, how many of those views are genuine views? Like, there's a lot of times when I've done a video and I know I've spoken about something or other, or I've asked a question, or I've said this, or I've said that, trying to get people involved in the comments. And either, you know, you get another comment of, great view, buddy, here for the watch time. I mean, if that's not a comment of, yes. Is that to the comment, is it? I assume. Like, when I see that comment, part of me wants to delete it. Because it's like, great, I appreciate you coming for the watch time. In all honesty, like, if watch time is not an issue, and it's not a brag or anything like that, but watch time is not an issue for me. Like, I stream a lot. You know, there's a good, yeah, the comment. Thank you. All right, cool. Good, thanks. Hot. I'm hot, mate. It's very warm. I'm sweating buckets. I'm doing good though. We've been chatting about a lot tonight about D&D, about a story, a book I'm writing, which is also the basis for a D&D campaign that I'm writing for everybody else to join into. A Discord that I'm gonna be starting, or that I'm gonna talk about at the end of this. But we'll talk about like WRC and stuff in a moment. But all good, man. How are you doing? How have you been up to? Have you been at any barbecue today? Hot as arseholes today. I mean, that is, yeah. That's the lovely summing up there, Nikki. But yes, that comment, right? Great vid, dude. Here for the watch time. Or left you a like. Or giving it a rewatch. Like, you could, like, this is the second time watching it, and you couldn't come up with anything better than giving it a rewatch. Are you fucking serious? This is one of the reasons, right, why the video that I put out for a reaction to Elden Ring, and the amount of bad comments that it's got from it, the amount of dislikes that it's got from it, the amount of people I've had arguing with me on it, and who are intensely supportive of Elden Ring. This is why I'm delighted to see them, because it's people properly reacting, properly interacting with me and the video I've done. Been in Henley with the fam. The Emily's assignment. Oh, nice. Oh, how's their little one? I think you got to see her, right? Yeah, it's proper interaction, right? I mean, there's like, for example, there's someone who's watched the video. I'm not going to name any names of it. There's someone who's watched the video who, like, they've actually, like, kind of interacted with it and said, you know, about the hype and all this kind of thing for it, and agreed with something I said in it. And that's not me saying I want someone to disagree with me on it. I also dislike when people only come once because of someone else that shouts you out and they want to look like they... Yeah, dude, yes. Yes. Like, exactly. Man, yeah, right? But there's someone else, though, who has commented on my video, who comments on every single video I do, pretty much, right? Of... I can't wait for Elden Ring. And it's like, I know you haven't watched the video. Because, like, I mean, if that's what your thing is, right? I can't wait for Elden Ring. When I've encouraged someone to, like, you know, actually have a comment back to what I've said. And I slagged off Elden Ring a lot, right? If all you write is, I'm looking forward to Elden Ring, all that says to me is that you've read the title. And that's what you're putting. I have had people just, like, clicked on it just to comment, then leave. Yeah, I dude, yeah. Not just WLC, yeah. I don't get me wrong, it's not just WLC, right? It's not just people coming through WLC who do it. Like, the person like who I'm on about now, right? I don't post in WLC, so that he, like, I know he does it because of, like, he's added things to his subscribe page and whatever, and he goes through it like that to, like, but be more genuine, or look more genuine, I guess. Night, I swear to God, mate, I'm not joking on the Resi ban. Yeah, she was really cute. I think she enjoyed the attention. I bet she did. Like 6 of you just fawning over her. The comment and leave a like to be. Yeah, I do. I know. Dude, okay, no, don't do that though, all right? Don't jump in someone else's stream and just drop that you'll be streaming every Friday. That's not cool, dude, all right? You know, I'm more than happy for people to post their streams and stuff in here, but ask, all right? That's not cool, man. Yeah, but if you mention Resident Evil again, I will ban you. I'm not joking, okay? I've warned you enough. I hate the game, I hate the series, and that's because of you. I will ban you. I promise you that. Did I miss much? Not like a lot, Bunny. You missed what I was talking about with the D&D thing, which I'm probably guessing you would rather would rather miss out as well. So don't worry, all right? I mean, you can go back and watch that later if you fancy. I didn't tell a lot of information. Basically, I gave a lot of information about one of the hunters in my particular campaign for D&D. It's something cool, it's something fun, it's something I don't think is in D&D at the moment. It's something I really hope you will enjoy. But yeah. Interesting part to join in. Okay, cool. What did you join in at? Sorry. I get what you're all saying, but I have put a video on in the background while I'm schooling James and only doing it to give you views and wouldn't have time. No, Nikki, so, like, this isn't directed at you, okay? The bit I'm talking about, right, is... No, don't say sorry, please, God, don't feel like this is directed at you. Like, people who, like, okay. Like, for example, Kimmy, like, most of the people in my chat right now, okay, are content creators, okay? And there's certain Discord groups you get invited into with pretty much entirely content creators. Yeah, you will be banned. He'll be banned because of Resident Evil, all right? I've warned people enough, right? Resident Evil is a banned topping on this channel. I've warned everyone enough. I'm sick of that game. I'm sick of the talk about that game. I'm not like no more. I know I just didn't realize it's not. No, it's not that that's annoying. Sorry, I got distracted again there. It's not that that's annoying. Okay, it's really not. It's for this kind of side of things, right? It's when content creators or people who you hope you're friends with or colleagues, I guess, is basically the best way of putting it, for like even the coldest way of putting it, right? Who jump into, who watch your video just to say they've watched your video. It's not about like, the people who are at home who have found someone's video, who enjoy watching their video. I don't mind if people watch my video and don't comment at all, right? There's plenty of times I will watch Markiplier or Jacksepticeye on my PlayStation, right? And because I'm watching it on the sofa, I can't comment. Doesn't mean I don't like the video or anything like that. It just means I'm enjoying watching the video. I don't need everyone to comment on the thing. But the reason, like, what I was talking about is, the reason I stopped doing WRC is because it's insincere support. It's like, I don't like, a lot of time, like Bubba has said, jumping in just to comment and then jumping back off the video. So, that in that kind of situation, it's more harm than good. It's not just not commenting in a way that is any interaction. It's jumping in, giving you 10 seconds of view time, which makes your video to YouTube looks like it's boring because someone's come in for 10 seconds, got bored and gone. And this is the kind of thing that happens with WRC a lot. I almost never comment, and that's fine. I might see what you put about D&D. You would enjoy it, I think. Like, you might enjoy the whole stuff about the book that I'm writing. So, if you want to read it, if you want to watch it, enjoy it. There's a lot of stuff. I mean, I didn't intend. How long have you been streaming for? God damn, nearly 2 hours. I didn't intend to stream that long, but Jesus Christ. But no, Nikki, you watching the video and not commenting does not annoy me at all, honey. Seriously, you do not have to. Like that's not what I'm saying. Like when I started going on about WLC, it was more directed at the Discord groups that I'm in, and like nearly all of those, they're content creator Discord groups. So it's kind of dangerous with that. I play it through when I post on yours. Okay, right. One second. Helping some. Sorry. Why do I hate Resident Evil? Okay, right. To answer Kimi, the reason I hate Resident Evil so much is when Resident Evil came out, there was a certain person who would not stop going on about it in every stream I did for no lie, probably about a month, right? And that put me off of it more than I can ever say. I liked Resident Evil before that, right? I really did. I never played the games. I liked the films, right? But that put me off the whole thing. Helping someone is good, but but sometimes it feels like they are doing it to get something. And yeah, exactly, right? What is WLC? WLC is watch, like, and comment, okay? It's what, sorry, my nose, man. It's what a lot of content creator discords have. So, for example, you post one of your videos in this thread, in order to be playing by the rules is what they have. You have to watch somebody else's video in that thread. So it's a transaction. I enjoy cheesy, especially the scares. I know you do. Okay, but if I do something... No, darling, you will never do anything to annoy me. I can imagine it. All right. Kimi, on you in the same Discord as Big Cheesy with Clouded. Yeah, I think so. The way I see it, just watch what you enjoy watching. Don't watch it. Exactly, right? And this is exactly what I mean, right? If someone watches, that's absolutely wonderful, right? I don't need someone to comment. I don't even need someone to like. Like, it would help the algorithm stuff if someone did, right? But as long as people are watching and they're enjoying, I could give a damn. I could care less if they like comment or like. If they're watching because they're watching, they're fantastic. And there's plenty of people who I enjoy watching and I make time to watch and everything. And I don't necessarily comment. And like there's like generally like you'll know if I'm watching on my computer, which is where I tend to leave most of my comments because I'll be commenting a lot. Like if I'm sat like and I'm chilling to like say a series that you've done or something like that, which I do quite a lot. I just binge out on a YouTube series of somebody. Like I'll be watching it on my sofa and I'll be watching it on the telly, and it's like, you know, I can't comment unless I stop the whole thing, and it's like, my freaking nose, man. But yeah, watch that comment. Choo choo, Hakimi. Squid Pro Row. Mr. All you needed on the end there was Mr. Powers. Either way, you'll get views. No, see, like, it's not either way you'll get views. It's not, okay? If someone watches, this is what I'm saying, right? If someone picks to watch your thing because because they've seen it on WRC, it's not a genuine view. It's not someone who's gonna, you know, unless they're your friend already and they've just happened to only see your video on WLC and start commenting and stuff. It's not a genuine view. It's not someone who's going to give you any sense of interaction, any sense of feedback or anything like that. Like, there are points, like today is one of them, like where I've got very lax on replying to comments. But I make it a mission every day to make sure, or every other day, to make sure there's no comments left. And I try my best not to reply with something like, thanks so much for watching, or something very generic. But when there's a generic comment left, that's next to impossible. No, views don't matter. It's all watch time and likes. Exactly, right? Watch time, likes, and to be fair, comments. Like the thing that really matters, right? And YouTube put this out on one of their. I know we've gone off onto like a bit of a content creation YouTube algorithm thing now. I'm very sorry about that for anyone who doesn't necessarily care, but we're gonna go with it anyway. YouTube put out a video. I think it was 2 weeks back or 3 weeks back, where they said the biggest thing that they use to monitor and push videos videos right now is, and I'm sure most of you guys will have seen it, there's a little survey thing that will pop up underneath a video from time to time, and it'll be like pick a happy, sad, or whatever face, pick an adjective really to describe the video. Was it, you know, useful, informative, exciting, inspirational, other, whatever happens to be. YouTube has said that that is what they use as their primary source for recommended videos, because right now YouTube is trying to build an algorithm that recommends videos based on viewer satisfaction. Like is one thing, it absolutely is, and don't get me wrong, it probably will help. It won't, like, certainly won't hurt. But the survey thing is apparently what YouTube is using to build that recommendation. So someone coming to your video, right, and watching even the whole way through, if they've just put your video on it's useless. It's next to useless. Like the amount of people that I've seen, like, and again, going back to this video I'm on about with Elden Ring, it is one of the few videos that I've got that I've seen genuine and a lot of it interaction between different people, like commenting on each other's comments. And I've been so happy to see that. Like even with all of them, like with a couple of them, like I know they're digging at me because I made the video, and I can't tell you how happy I am to see that. And I'm genuinely serious. Like it's great. It's wonderful to see. And like, again, that's the kind of thing, right, that YouTube looks at with how it recommends people. Is it encouraging interaction? Is it encouraging the community factor? Is it viewer satisfaction? You always reply, and as you get bigger, you won't be able to respond as much, so I'm glad you can now. I will still reply. I will find a way to do it, all right? Maybe I'll cut back on the amount of times, amount of posts I do, maybe. So that like once a week, I will just devote time just to replying. It's likes and watch time. I know it looks good up front. I would prefer one person to watch my whole video than get 20 likes of people. Exactly. That's perfect. That's exactly it. So should we do those surveys? I don't want to ask anyone to do anything that they don't want to do, right? But it would help. It'd be if you ever see one of those underneath a video of any content creator you watch and you enjoy, not just me, right? And you fill those in, it does help him perform in the algorithm. Like YouTube really is trying to. This is the thing: is that there's not two algorithms on YouTube, and I know there's plenty of content creators, and I'm well up there. I'm well up there with saying, the algorithm sucks for content creators and stuff, especially new ones, and that's because the algorithm doesn't work for us. It works for you. For anyone it works for the viewer, right? It will recommend stuff based on what you want to watch and what you enjoy and what you've said is enjoyable, right? So, for example, and this is never going to happen, right? But if, say, this comparison is never going to happen, but if a handful of people like fill out the survey thing on one of my Subnautica Below Zero videos, right? It will throw it, and there'll be no way that it gets recommended alongside this, but just in a hypothetical, to give you an idea of the thing, if people are watching Subnautica Below Zero, right, on say Jacksepticeye's channel, which again, this is never going to happen, that video might get on there because they see, okay, this video has had a lot of surveys say it's really great and entertaining and positive and whatever happens to be. And it's Subnautica based, which is what these people like watching. So we'll recommend this video. That's how YouTube is trying to base things now. It's all over my head, but I'm not a content creator, so I won't guess. Yeah, like, to be fair, there's so much bollocks with it. This cab is so humid. Dude, this room is humid. It's okay, I can Facebook you anyway. You can always Facebook me. Surveys can, like, it's what YouTube has said is their driving force right now. Like, don't get me wrong, watch time is important. Likes are important. Comments are important. But what YouTube has said they are trying to base the algorithm off of is this survey thing. It's what they're trying to base it off of. Just tell me what to do to help you, dude. I love watching your videos and should comment and like more. No, I don't want anyone to do anything they're not doing already. Seriously, like I said, if you are enjoying sat on a sofa, binge watching me being scared by Jimmy at dead of night, then that is all I care about, and I'm happy with that. We started talking about WRC and then branched off into something. Why is my nose so freaking itchy? Sorry. So I branched off into something completely different. I'm also about to start uploading to Facebook to drive more traffic. That's fantastic. Like, more things, the more places you can be, the better. I was going to say for YouTube, by the way, or for anyone out there who is interested in getting onto another thing, there's a gaming app called Plink. Okay, you make a profile on it and you link everything to it. So your YouTube, your Twitch, PlayStation account, Xbox account, whatever you've got. Most people use it to find other people to game with, to collab with, right? But it also works as a really, really, really well automated promotion system, right? I've linked my Twitch and my YouTube to it, and I didn't even know it did this. But when people can follow whatever profiles they want to on it if they choose to. What am I trying to say? When I went live with this, Plink posted it, and I didn't tell it to. I didn't know it was going to do it, but it's fantastic. Don't listen to him. Like, comment, subscribe. Make alternate accounts to like, comment, and subscribe. I mean, I wouldn't say no. It can happen to a couple of people, but not a lot. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, yes, in 1 in a million chance, maybe I'll appear on Jacksepticeye's, recommendations or something. And you have no idea how much I would kill for that opportunity. Probably would actually kill. All things that scare you are Jimmy. There's a lot of things that scare me, okay? Jimmy scares me. The Reaper scares me. Shadow Leviathan scare me. We need to bring more scary things to this channel. Is what I need to do. Yeah, okay, so yeah, anyone who is making content stuff, try Plink out, okay? I'm doing it a lot right now because going back to the Discord I'm making, which is a lovely little segue there, isn't it? That works out really well. Is the Reaper is now called Jimmy. That sounds fair to me. The Discord that I'm making is gonna be very simple compared to most of the other ones out there, right? It's purely a collab gaming community thing. All right, there's going to be nothing in there. There's going to be no places in there for anyone to post links to their channel, or post videos that they're dropping, or have a WLC thing of any kind. And that's not for just for anybody else. That's for me included. I'm not going to have. I know that there's like normally most people who make a Discord, they'll have like their own one as well, like so they can say, everyone come watch me now. I'm not going to do that. Okay, the only reason I'm making this Discord is by the way, I'm about to start. Okay, sorry, I'll go with the thing. No, all their names are Jimmy. Oh, for the love of God. Do you know what that seems about right? Okay, fair enough. By the way, I'm about to start Sinorca. Any tips? Which one? The first one or the second one? Stay away from the Reapers. Don't go eat by Jimmy. Yeah, that's to be fair. Yeah, so it's not going to have anywhere for anyone to post any videos, okay? The reason for this is because I don't like, I want this to be a place where it's not just for content creators, which is, I know that, like, I don't know if anyone, like, I've been part of a few Discords at this point that have had a WLC thing in there. And I know, I'm guessing that none of these places, none of these Discords make it so that, people who aren't content creators can join. But, like, when people talk about so many videos and stuff like that, it's bombarding. It's not what people want to do. Like, someone who watches so-and-so's video doesn't necessarily want to watch so-and-so's video, and to bombard them with Discord crap is just freaking awkward. So I don't know. Not below 0. So I guess the first one. Okay. Yes. First tip. This is your first time playing it, right? So okay, there is a difficulty mode on Subnautica called Hardcore, okay? I'm going to go now, hun. I'm super tired, and I'm excited by D&D plans. Wish me luck for tomorrow, so I don't have to go. If you do, you text me, okay? Let me know how you're feeling, all right? Half of ours isn't content creator. And that's exactly it, right? That's... Your one is a fluke. And it's a testament to you two, right? Because you two are wonderful, positive, happy people. You watch who you want. And as far as I can see, like, there's the amount of politics, right? And I try to stay away from it. But the amount of politics there is in a WLC server, or, I'm going to watch this person and because they're the, big ballers or whatever, it's crap. But, like, with your server, there's a lot of people in there who are just nice, friendly people. But, yes, what I was talking about is... with the one I'm going to be making, there's not going to be anywhere to post videos. There's not going to be anywhere to post streams. The idea being that hopefully... fluke isn't... Sorry, fluke wasn't the right word. Yours is a exception. Yours is an exception. Sorry, not fluke. You're right. That was completely the wrong word. I'm sorry. The Discord that I'm going to make, and hopefully have it ready by next week, is... it's purely for people to game together. Because and don't get me wrong, this will be slightly self-serving. Okay, I can't hide that part of it. Is that over on YouTube here, right? I'm doing a lot more stuff that's very solo based, so like how-tos, reaction videos, showing off early access games, big hype games and stuff. Yeah, sorry, I really didn't mean fluke. I meant yours is an exception because of you guys. Okay, And I don't mean that no one has got a Discord that's not like for their own channel, their own actual own community to be part of. But like, I mean, I've had a few people ask me if I'm going to make a Discord and stuff lately. And the only examples I've really had to go on is, so you're making a community Discord chat to have fun and be people, not exactly. Yeah. It's so like right now, especially, right? And this is what's kind of brought this on, is that over on my Twitch channel, I've been trying to make it more and more based on community games, right? Stuff that I can get people joining in on. And, you know, there's been times when I haven't been able to do that. There's been times when, you know, I played, say, Satisfactory, and I've been on my own. And that's absolutely fine. That's, you know, what it is, you know, what I have to do to grow things. But, like, the best nights I've had streaming, in all honesty, have been gaming with friends. And as it should be, like, as you'd expect, right? Like, we did Dead by Daylight. It was me, Cryptic, Bunny, Snyderman, and Mia the other night, or yesterday even. And generally, I've not laughed that much in a long time. And I think, like, when I did it with, and same game with Bunny, Lettuce's wife. And again, like, I don't laugh so much as when I'm with other people. And it's that fun, wonderful atmosphere. Like, this is what I wanted when I very first started my channel, and I was shooting for the moon, and I said I wanted to make it completely community atmosphere. And even back then, I was gunning to like have as many games on the channel as I could that were community based. Like at one point, I had Farming Simulator trying to encourage people on here, and so many other things, right? Anyone want to buy a dad? He's got cheese balls, forgets the milk, and has many children. Address is my dark corner. I'll have him bagged up. Jesus Christ, Bunny, you would not find a bag big enough. Do you know what, right? As much as they pissed me off, okay, it was still fun. I still loved it. Hearing you guys laugh was fun, all right? That's what does it for me. But like, back when I first started it, right, maybe I was too pie in the sky thinking that I could create this, that, and the other, because I didn't know that many people. I didn't game that much with other people before I started doing this. Like, I would play a lot of stuff just on my own, even if it was multiplayer. I would go the solo route, or I'd be on a team on my own. I mean, sometimes you can just let me enjoy the game. That is a theory there for you. So yes, this Discord channel, right, it's going to be listed out with a fair few games. Like, for example, there will be Dead by Daylight on there. There will be Satisfactory on there. There will be, I'm sorry, I split your face and broke your heart. I didn't think I'd be so brutal. Bunny, you could never break my heart. I was proud of you. I was proud of the brutality, the violence. Exactly, I'm in a Discord for Bakugan. And more often than not, we just chat random stuff instead of focusing on Bakugan. Those sort of communities where people interact and more enjoy. Exactly that, right? Like, sorry, my nose is, I don't know what's wrong with my nose. After, I mean, I probably stopped the stream way earlier than I should have done, because we carried on chatting for a long time after that. And like, I'm gonna have like a chat for, there'll be a voice chat so people can just join in together and just chat away and whatnot. Like, it'll be probably like this, I imagine, most of the time. So maybe this will be a bit superfluous. I don't know, but maybe it means that like when I come on to do a half-hour Sunday Slice, it's half an hour rather than running into, what are we on now? 2 hours and 10 minutes. Maybe it is. I'm sorry I helped Mia stab you in the back. It's fine. It's fine. I don't mind it from Mia, so. Is your jabby jab affecting your nose? I don't know. Maybe no, I'm probably not. To be fair, normally when I stream, like for some reason my nose does just get really itchy. I was gonna make a Discord, but I'm too lazy to manage it. And look, okay, I'll be really honest about is that's one of the reasons why I'm going down this route rather than like a whole Discord server with so many rules and whatever. There's gonna be like probably just like 3 rules, and the only one I can think of right now is don't be a dick. And I think we can all probably agree on what that kind of encompasses. But yeah, so it will have Dead by Daylight, it will have Satisfactory, it will have Apex, it will have, you know, they'll be playing games on there that I don't even play, just so that people can kind of get together and game together with maybe, you know, some new friends, or, you know, if you've always, like we were talking about Dungeons and Dragons for a little bit, and I know, especially when me, Bunny, and Cryptic started talking about it first, like, we said that we didn't know anyone to really play it with, and then we kind of got Sliderman involved in that chat, and That's pretty much it. Don't be a dick. Don't be a dick. You stayed on till I came back to be annoying and sweet all at once. I know. Yeah, it's perfect, really. Love that rule. I think that's all you need, right? I don't think you need, like, when you have just a server, right, that is game with each other, make friends, and that kind of thing, you don't need to bother with rule number 2, no self. Do you know what? Yeah, probably fair enough. Yeah, I probably should have that. Yeah, that should be rule number 2. All right, we're going to have, like, maybe, all right, we'll have 5 at maximum. I don't want too many. Like, that'd be the 5 commandments. I mean, if I can figure out a way to do it, I might just put them... I'll put, like, an image as you come in, and I'll put them on a stone tablet. But yeah, don't be a dick. No self-promotion. That's probably it, really, isn't it? I don't know, like, how to word it, but probably something like, you know, if you schedule... Bring milk, for love of God. That's the top rule in our Discord. Don't be a dick. Oh, is it? Oh, God. No, not safe for work. I mean... I'll take some not safe for work. I'll be honest with you. It's been a long week, bud. No mention of the forbidden game. Yes. Yes, that is a good point, too. Yes. No mention of forbidden games. What number 4? Whiskey isn't milk. Okay, do you know what, right? You're making me sound like really bad father material, okay? Cheesy is not safe for work. No, you're probably right. Why they gave me a role which is public facing, I have no idea. But yes, so it'll probably be coming out next week. I don't know what I'm going to call it yet, but there's been all the stuff I've been trying to arrange lately, which is taking time, like the cheesy challenge for Apex, of like the thing I'm going to buy pizza for and whatnot, and the Pixelmon server, like all of that I'm going to try and condense into one thing, and hopefully that might make things a bit easier. Like probably one of the rules should be like, if you I don't know how to word this, you know, shortly, but like if you arrange to do a game with somebody, make sure you're there, or you let them know you can't make it promptly. Because, yeah, like, don't get me wrong, I imagine there'll be plenty of people who will be, you know, like, if I get a few people together for Dead by Daylight, I'm going to stream it on Twitch. And I hope that they stream it on their own channels and stuff like that. But, like, yeah, like, if you're gonna arrange, don't disturb the Death Slap. No. Do you know what, right? Anyone can disturb the Death Slapper. I'm fine with it. You go for it. Just be prepared for the consequences, is what I'm saying. Don't touch the sugar on the fridge. But yeah, I've got to kind of sit down and list out the rules properly of what I kind of want to do with it. But yeah, the thing I know with it is that I want this to be what I kind of plan to do from the very start, and make a place. Yeah, no ghosting. That's the what I'm on about. Yeah, thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Pissing me off. Exactly. Yeah. And not just like from a streaming perspective, but when even just like, you know, casually gaming with your friends and then someone just disappears. Like, come on, man. Get it together. Rule number 7, Big Cheezy's dad. Yes, if you join the Discord, you accept me as Big Daddy Cheesy. Oh, God. But yes, so hopefully next Sunday, I'll be dropping a link in the chat of the Discord that I'll be making that. But I got to sit down and make the rules. I've got to sit down and properly lay it out. Which shouldn't take too long because personing. I just hope Persona doesn't take that personally. When I don't blame Lee. That's true. That's true. God, I miss Lee. I miss Lee, man. But yeah, I gotta sit down. I've got to make a list of the games that's gonna be on there straight away. And if anyone wants anything on there as well, if people in the chat, if there's anyone who knows they want to join in this, if they like the sound of it, and there's some games that you'd like added to the list right off the bat for the start of it, ping me a message on Discord already. Ping me a message, DM me or whatever, and I'll get them added to the list. But there's gonna be a lot of games on here, and if it encourages people to game together and play together and have some fun, make some new friends, then it's well worth doing. And like Kimmy said, like I don't get me wrong, I don't have all the time in the world, and I don't want to make a place that takes 1,000,001 hours to police and regulate. Like, good, like Ty. Like I know the guy. He puts so much effort into his channel, into the Discord. I know he like it's every kind of minute of his day. Like he barely sleeps, and I don't want that. I want to be able to enjoy this. I don't want to be stressing over this. I want to hopefully have a nice place where people can kind of set up games together and have some fun. Because rule number 9. When dad is angry, grab wig from wardrobe, give to him and talk to mum. I will say, Bunny, I think we're probably getting away from the point where people always understand exactly what we're talking about. We get on him all the time about going MIA. Kimi's Persona's Pokemon ability is called Vanish. Like I said, dude, just hit me up. I really appreciate that, mate. I really do. Thank you very much. But anyway, right? That's kind of everything going on my week. I mean, I understand you. And I think as people listen to us, then they start to understand. But I think the wig mummy thing, especially with lettuce, would probably be baffling to most people. But anyway, right. This has gone, Jesus Christ, nearly 2 hour, quarter hours. Jesus Christ. You remember, I'm going to be wrapping this up now, okay? We've talked about a lot today about what's going to be happening with the channel, about what's happened lately. Nothing's happening in my life right now, which is like kind of really nice. Things are starting to even out a bit, like in between all the different things at work and long hours and whatnot. Things are starting to even out, which means I get some more time for doing this. The more people listen, the more terrified they get. Yeah, but then the right people stay and then they join in, don't they? And that's the best way about this. But yeah, we've spoken about a lot tonight. So thank you very much to everyone who's come out tonight. If anyone wants to go back and check out what we talked about with the story, with the D&D thing, I think that's about, I want to say that's around the hour and 15-minute mark, if you've missed it. Or we have to put more beds in the basement. That's a very good point. But otherwise, yes, Discord will be coming out hopefully next Sunday. If I can get things worked out in time. It might be the Sunday after, just I want to make sure it's right before anything kind of happens. But it's just going to be a nice place. Nice chilled out place. People can chat, take the mic, have some fun, make some new friends, find some new people to game with. Yeah, but making new friends is kind of top priority there. But not being a dick. I think that's like the word of the day, the sentence of the week. As you go out into next week, guys, I hope you stay happy, stay positive, stay cheesy out there. But most importantly, don't be a dick. But I will see you guys again very soon. Thank you, everyone who's come out. But yeah, Bubba, sorry. Tips for Subnautica, sorry. If you fancy it, start the game on hardcore difficulty because it is the best way to play. Right? It is hard. If you die, you lose everything. But you will, when you're playing the normal game, you will not feel the fear quite as much as when you're playing on hardcore. So completely advise you play on hardcore. Don't build a lot for your base at first, right? Try and find, if you can, dig around until you get the habitat builder and focus on building a proper base as soon as you can. That's like 2 big things. So like, hardcore Minecraft, exactly, right? It's wonderful. It is the best way to play Subnautica. It's scary as hell because if you die, you lose everything. But it is the best way to play it because eventually when you play a normal game, you'll be scared, don't get me wrong. But eventually you won't feel quite the same fear from the Reaper. When you know you can lose everything, it stays with you, and I guarantee you, if you're doing it for the channel will appreciate it much more. But thank you everyone who's come out for tonight. Thank you so much. It's been lovely to see so many of you getting involved and chatting away. It's always lovely to see you all. Have a great night. Loves to you all. Sweet dreams. Bye bye.